you'll be cropped out if you're not with us. Got the party.
About 13 miles from downtown Atlanta, welcome to Truist Park. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the New York Mets going up against the Atlanta Braves. First pitch coming your way next. Just about to get underway and going for Atlanta, Chris Sale. What do you have on him, Singy?
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
Ready to go now. And now the shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
Francisco Lindor.
And that's a little bit high. And we're underway here this afternoon. Just missed.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So that's a good take by him.
High fly ball, shallow right field. Kelnick hauls it in for the out. One up, one down. Okay, let's check out the lineup. All right, Ziggy, how about all the talent in this lineup?
They're deep, first and foremost, but the way that they can manipulate their personnel for matchups and everything else, it's very intelligent the way that they use their team, and I think it creates a little bit of uncertainty for opposing teams, especially in a big game, big series.
Juan Soto in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. One out, bases empty. Strike one.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
Gets under it and pops it up. Albies. He makes the grab, and there's two down.
Batting third baseman, Mark Vientos.
And now it's Mark Vientos. First
Outside
pitch,
ball.
and he just misses. Two outs, base is empty. Outside low, and that's ball two.
2-0 count, great hitter at the dish. If you're going to miss, you've got to miss outside the zone. You miss inside the strike zone, you'll be asking the umpire for a new baseball.
And another ball. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Makes the catch, inning over. Mets 0. Braves coming to bat. Back after this on the show. Back here with my pal Singy. Our starting pitcher in this one, Kodai Senga. What do we need to know here?
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
And now the center fielder, Michael Harris II. Right through there for a strike. The other way. Now he launches a throw over his head. Good backup, though. He's right there and no advance.
Left fielder, Jackson Sofar.
Well, as an offense, you want to get the crowd involved right away. Get that good energy working for you, but this time the defense does it for them. Always a great opportunity when you can get your leadoff guy on base to start the game, and it doesn't matter how it happens.
Now batting Jurickson Profar. And that one upstairs, ball one. Harris aboard here at first with nobody out. Just off the inside edge.
2-0 the count.
There's a strike, 95 of that one. On the ground, and that's just foul. Next one misses, and that's ball three.
So here we go. Base runner at first, could be running on the pitch. He's got good enough speed to steal the bag to get in scoring position, even if it's a swing and miss at the plate.
Blew the express right by his bat for strike three.
Well, he showed a lot of conviction with the fastball there, not just because of the velocity, but also the ability to command it on the inside part of the plate. The last thing you want to do with two strikes is just get too far in there and it gets away and hits the batter. So when I see a two-strike fastball bunch up a guy like that, it tells me there's a lot of confidence in that pitch.
Here comes Austin Riley. Roll to short, could be two. To second, pulls him off the bag.
Well, every double play turn starts with getting one, and even though these players work on these plays during batting practice over and over again, sometimes at game speed you can still mess it up. Could have been 2 outs. Instead, they get nothing.
Matt Olson up to the plate. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Pitch misses, and that's ball one. That one missed.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
2 on, 1 out. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. In the air, left field. Nimmo sizes this one up. 2 away.
Batting fifth, designated hitter, Marcel.
Here's the Atlanta Braves lineup. And it's clear the most important job they have today is getting to the starting pitcher early and often.
No doubt about that. That's the best way to disrupt a game. But can they do it? Certainly something for us to pay attention to in this one, partner.
Here comes Ozuna up to the plate. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. And that's in there at the knees.
0-1.
Next pitch is outside. First and second, 2 down.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone.
Now that's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So we take a break.
A lot of adrenaline. We can see it right there. And sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Sale back to work. Since debuting in 2019, no player in the majors has hit more homers than Pete Alonso. Swing and a miss. Struck him out, and there's one away.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Here's Brandon Nimmo. That's in there. Strike one. Sale, a former Gold Glove winner. He features a slider, a four-seamer, a changeup, and he works in a sinker.
No, that's a ball.
Time to look at our umpiring crew in this one. Kenny Jansen behind the plate.
Yeah, and expect a little inconsistency on the corners. He doesn't make any wild calls, but he does give and take there a little bit. So he doesn't have the easiest strike zone to figure out, especially as the game goes on when you're expecting it to become more consistent.
Harris makes the play. 2 up, 2 down.
Batting sixth, the designated hitter, Starling
2
Marte.
outs, base is empty. And next for the Mets, Starling Marte. And that drops in for a strike. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
Ahead 0-2 in the count. Sure, you've got 4 pitches you can work with, but throw something you can command and get this at bat over with as quickly as possible.
Got him. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1, 2, 3. Nothing doing for the Mets. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And we're back.
Leading
Bottom of the
off to the
second.
Braves.
Here's the veteran second baseman, Ozzie Albies. That one fouled off. And there's a rocket into the outfield. And that's going to get into the corner. Around first and hustling for second. And he's there with a leadoff double.
Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. So here's Murphy now. That one off the mark, and that's ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
Well, we call that keyhole. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Runner at second, nobody out. And a big swing and a miss.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Got him swinging. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. I mean, with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate, so very difficult to get the barrel on it.
Jared Kellner stands in here, takes ball 1 low. And that's down and away. Just missed. Second inning here, no score. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
That just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Here's Orlando Arcia. There's a strike.
Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to continue, finish off this hitter.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
Two really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. 2 away now.
Now batting, center fielder, Michael Harris II.
Here's the center fielder, Michael Harris II.
Keep an eye on this at bat because even though it's early, it could change the outcome of this game. Look for your pitch and attack it.
And here it comes. Fought off foul. Two on, 2 outs. And that is downstairs. Going to count 1 and 2. That one to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 2 left for Atlanta. We'll move to the third with no score. Back at Truist Park, top half of the third inning, and stepping in for New York, Tyrone Taylor. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. That one finds the zone. 0-1.
But this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
Ground ball right side. Nice grab. And that's a great play for the out.
I love the fact that the pitcher didn't become a spectator on this play. Nice job by the first baseman to dive, get dirty, knock that ball down. And if the pitcher's not there, he's got nobody to flip it to. Excellent job by both those guys.
Francisco Alvarez up now for the Mets. First pitch misses.
1-0.
Alvarez in his 3rd season in the 8th spot in today's lineup, and he was born in Venezuela.
He was all over that one. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. Luis Angel Acuna up now for the Mets. Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. Throw to second, and he's out.
Well, they tried to press their luck a little after having just picked up their first hit of this ball game. So that caught stealing kind of stings. Can't blame them for trying to get something going offensively, but so far it's just not happening for these guys.
Top of the 3rd, no score. Just missed.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Swing and a miss. Sale picks up the strikeout. Mets go down quickly, and we are still scoreless. Back here in Atlanta, here's Profar now.
Left fielder, Jackson Profar.
That one's upstairs, ball 1. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
1-1.
Next offering in there for a strike. And the count 1 and 2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Typically that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
Riley stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around.
Riley used to be a pitcher back in the day, Boog. In fact, fans used to give him a hard time in his rookie ball days because
this ball is hammered deep center field. Way back there. On its way. Out of here. That should put a jolt into this home crowd. It's 1-0. 2 pitches, 2 swings. That one for a home run.
Looking to be aggressive all the way, and it paid off for him in a big way. When a guy's got a real hard fastball, you can't overswing. All you've got to do is get the bat head to the spot. If you do, he supplies the power, then you'll get to jog around the bases like he did right there.
One out, base is empty. Here's Matt Olson down. Swinging a foul straight back. One out, base is empty, and a run in here in the last half of the third. Olson tries to check his swing. Now a look to third. And no swing, says Jerry Hillsdale. There's a high chopper. Toss to Alonso, and Olson is set down.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
2 down, base is empty. Marcell Ozuna coming up to hit. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Just missed. Here's the pitch to Ozuna.
2-0.
Well, he gave up the home run earlier in this inning, not pitching as aggressively here.
That was the sweeper, but it missed. That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
So a man at first. Ozzie Albies next up for the Braves. And that finds the mark on the outside corner. And it's 0-1.
There it was, a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
And that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Now batting, catcher Sean.
Here's Sean Murphy. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a miss.
0-1.
And that is out of play. That misses.
1-2.
And the count 1-2. 2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. And that's
2-2.
outside. And he chases that one. They limit the damage here. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. It's now 1-0. Major League Baseball is on the show.
You don't really want war. He can handle this. You ain't built for that like
Start of the fourth.
Leading
Here's
off
the
for the
Mets
Mets,
leadoff man,
shortstop,
Francisco Lindor. And a foul ball. For Lindor, being drafted out of Montverde Academy, he's a guy that's turned into one of the best all-around players in the game. There's the strike up high, 0-2.
Now just a cement mixer slider right there. It's a great pitch to hit if you can recognize it early and jump on it.
Next offering is down low. The shortstop takes a ball.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Bounced, and that got the pitcher. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's saved. That one got him pretty good, but perhaps the silver lining is that it got him in his non-throwing arm, Chris.
Yeah, assuming there's nothing broken in there, I think he should be able to shake this one off. But, man, that can't feel good. He's going to have a pretty nice bruise at the very least, that's for sure.
Here's Juan Soto. First time up was a pop out. Pitch is in for a strike. It's 0-1.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
Swings through that one.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, that pitch wasn't even close to being a strike, and that just goes to show you how defensive hitters can become when they're up against an 0-2 count. You're just hoping for a mistake somewhere near the zone that you can get the bat to, but right there, he was clearly anxious. He was swinging when the ball left the hand.
So up next for New York, Mark Vientos. Flied to right his first time. And a foul ball. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Next offering is downstairs. Lindor stands at first with 1 out. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Oh, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs 1 more out.
Here's Pete Alonso. Struck out swinging his first time.
Come on, Braves, come on. Let's go, Braves.
Breaking ball inside. 1-0.
1 ball, no strike.
Tying run is at first. Top half of inning number 4. Next pitch is downstairs.
Yep.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
Swings through that.
2-2.
Next pitch is inside. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. We're midway in the 4th. It's the Braves 1 and the Mets nothing. And welcome back to the ball. That's off the inside corner. Ball one.
You know, these Braves showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up one run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
And that one pulled foul.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
And there's a ball. Swing and a ground ball. Acuna throws to first in time. One out in the bottom of the fourth.
Up next for the Braves, the shortstop, Orlando.
Now it's the shortstop, Orlando Arcia. He popped out his first time. Hit in the air, center field. Taylor coming on. Brings it in, and there are two outs.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder.
Up
Got to
next
put it
for the
into
Braves,
his highest
center
gear
fielder,
and go a long way to track that one down.
Michael.
Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Fouled off left side. Two down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. There's a swing and a drive. That's back there. And that one's gone. He sends it out of here. And they boost their lead. It's 2-0.
That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
So 2 away with nobody on. Jerks and Profar. Next up for the Braves. And first offering is fouled off. Profar gets a piece there. Two outs. Got him swinging. One more for Atlanta on the homer. It's now a 2-0 ball game.
Follow if you lost though, boss flow. I be getting to the point like a crossbow. Gritty in another category on another level.
And we're back.
Leading
New
off
inning
to the
getting
left.
started.
Left
Here's the left
fielder,
fielder,
Brandon
Brandon Nimmo. Sale back to work. And a breaking ball misses outside.
Well, these Mets, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Yeah, big swing and a miss.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand. Well, that slider down and away, it's just kind of a slow death. With 2 strikes, you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. I'll tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
Here's Starling Marte. Went down on strikes his first time through. That one finds the zone, and that is strike one.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
Swings and chases a low one there.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts.
Well, right now, he's in cruise control, autopilot, just dominating these hitters. It doesn't look like it's a fun at bat. And all of a sudden, you become in awe of this guy on the mound. Somebody's got to break this thing up. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Got to put a ball in play.
So 2 down now, and here is Tyrone Taylor in there for a strike at the top of the zone. The Mets down by a pair, and we're at the top of the 5th. Next offering is down low.
1-1.
That's down and in.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
And a big swing and a miss.
Now this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
Next pitch in the dirt. And now it's 3-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is...
Swings and misses. And he strikes out the side for the 3rd time today. Down in order go the Mets. They trail it here 2-0. Back at Truist Park, here comes Austin Riley. Riley was a kid in high school that was scouted by most teams as a pitcher. In fact, 95% of the teams wanted him as a pitcher. And I actually asked him, were you interested in being drafted as a pitcher? And he told me directly, no, I hated it. My arm hurt all the time. The 1-1 is fouled off. Hit hard on the ground is short. Lindor on to first. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th.
Now batting, first baseman,
Here is Matt Olson. 0 for 2 in this one. Swings through that one for strike 1.
0-1.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
No ball. 2 strikes.
And that's off the inside edge. And the count 1-2. And that's outside. Base is empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. Now a screamer into the outfield. Soto snags it for the 2nd out.
Up next for the Braves.
2 outs, base is empty. And now it's the Braves DH, Marcell Ozuna. He is struck out and he is walked. Fastball for a strike. 0-1.
Well, impressed that he went right after him on that first pitch. That's the key. Try to get ahead in the count, then you can play around a little bit more as the at-bat expands.
Late that time, and it's strike 2.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he has attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
Just outside. And it's 1-2. Action in the Mets bullpen. Dedniel Nunez appears to be getting loose. Young, the lefty, warming up as well. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. And that'll fall for a base hit.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Pitch was in and off the plate. So hard to do anything with a pitch in that location, but somehow he got the barrel to it and hit it well. Pretty amazing.
So 2 down. Ozzie Albies digs in now. That's inside. Ozuna, the runner at first with 2 gone. Swing and a miss.
He's been great in this one. Eye-hand coordination just failed him a little bit right there.
That one not close. And the count is 2-2. Next offering misses down and away. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Two outs. Got him looking. Picks up strikeout number 7. 1 hit, 1 left. 5 innings complete. It's the Braves 2 and the Mets nothing. Francisco Alvarez up now for the Mets. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Ground ball, Olsen. Steps on first for the out.
Now batting, second baseman, Luis Angel Acuna.
And next for the Mets, Luis Angel Acuna. Struck out swinging his first time. Inside. And that is ball 1. The Mets trailing by 2, and we're in the top half of the 6th. And that's it for a strike. Now 1-2.
Not sure if he could be in more of a groove. Looks really relaxed. He's retired 7 straight. This guy's feeling it right now.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. 1 down, base is empty. Ground ball right side and foul ball. Sale delivers. And that's through the swing. It's a strikeout.
Now at 10 Ks with still a few innings left, so expect him to add on to that total. And pitchers are looking to have a strikeout per inning. I mean, that's excellent work. The way it looks now, I mean, he's going to have a better rate than that in this one. So really good stuff working on the mound in this one.
Lindor swings through that one.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Not even close there. 2-1. Swung on, belted. That one's back. And out of here. A gigantic blast. And they've got their first run. It's 2-1.
That gives this offense something to celebrate for the first time in this one. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
Base is empty with 2 away. And now it's Juan Soto. Ball 1, no strikes. Soto measures 6 feet 2 inches, 225 pounds, and he's a former home run derby champ. And that drops in for a strike. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1-2.
Next offering is downstairs.
Really good slider. He's up there just hoping that it ends up off the plate away.
Just misses. And the count's full.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Hit on the ground up the middle. That's a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Now batting, third baseman, Mark
Here's the third
Vientos.
baseman, Mark Vientos. Swing and a miss. And that's strike one.
Well, in this situation, the hitter knows that he's got to find a pitch that he can drive in order to drive in that tying run all the way from first base. So if he can't do that, keep the line moving through a walk or just a base hit. But you got to stay within yourself.
And that misses. And the count is 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Two outs. Vientos started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first, and he went around. That's ruled a swing. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Swing and a miss, struck him out. But not before they're able to draw closer with this blast. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show.
Now pitching for New
Righty
York.
reliever out of the pen, Daniel Nunez.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Well, one-run game, and now the catcher comes up to hit. Sean Murphy, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. That one finds the zone. That's strike one.
You know, these Braves putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. They really made that opposing starter work in this one. Ran his pitch count up, and now they've got an opportunity to continue making things difficult on the bullpen.
0-2 now. Up the middle. Toss to Alonso. Leadoff man retired in the 6th.
Now batting, right fielder, Jared Kelnick.
Here's Jared Kelnick.
And no, they haven't broken through in a big way in the runs column, but with the way they're grinding out at bats, it definitely feels like there's potential for more coming.
Bunting for a hit. They handle the bunt and get the out.
Perhaps he rushed just a little bit, didn't set the angle as the infield was back right there, and that's pretty much a gimme for a bunt base hit. Just didn't quite put it where he wanted to right there.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Orlando Arcia. Pitch misses inside, and that's ball one.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Ryan Stanek up and throwing. Outside with a breaking ball. Fly ball down the line, and that's a foul ball. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Next pitch is downstairs. Michael Harris II would be next if they can extend the inning.
And he's homered already, so I'm sure he'd love a chance to do some more damage here.
3-2. And that's ball 4.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
And now the center fielder, Michael Harris II. He's already homered here in this one. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
I guess you throw it that hard, you can get away with locations like that right down the middle. But I still think it's a dangerous pitch. Don't want to do it again.
That one is absolutely belted. Soto moving back for it. Out of here. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add a couple more. It's 4-1.
There was a high slider, but he did a really good job of staying on plane with it, staying slightly above it with his hands. Hit that ball hard, and he got rewarded.
2 down, bases empty. Profar climbs in on that left side. 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. Ground ball, left side, and foul ball. Bases empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
He's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out. Braves pick up 2 on the long ball. It's now 4-1. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Pete Alonso up now for the Mets. The Mets in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at bat out of him right here.
And that's outside. And that's ball 1. Movement in the Atlanta bullpen. Pierce Johnson preparing to come on if needed. Bummer also throwing. Foul ball there.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
And Sale deals. Late swing fouled off. Well, he's back out there to begin the 7th. That surprised you at all, Chris?
Yeah, a little bit. It was a little rough 6th inning there, but his skipper's got a lot of confidence in him. But trust me, they will keep a close eye on how he does in this one.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. 3-2. Stays alive.
Well, timing is the key to great hitting, and right now that door is still locked. They haven't been able to figure out pitch sequences, and it's impacting them across the board.
Sneaks through, base hit. So he ends up with a hit after seeing a lot of pitches. That was a good at bat.
Love how he became a really tough out with 2 strikes right there. There's nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped, caught out in front, and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
Next to hit, Brandon Nimmo. And that is in for a strike. 0-1. Alonso on at first, nobody out. Late swing, foul to the left. And that one is lifted in the air, and that'll fall for a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count. Now let's see if they can string something together, make it a little more interesting.
Brian Snicker out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. That does it for Chris Sale as the lefty makes way. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute.
Now pitching.
The new pitcher in the game, Pierce Johnson.
Number 38. Pierce Johnson.
Starling Marte up to hit.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Yeah, that's fouled off. With the tying run at the plate, here the top half of inning number 7.
1-1.
In the dirt. No advance. Good job behind the dish. Tying run at the plate.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that's downstairs and outside. Pitch misses, and it's 3-2. Tyrone Taylor waiting to hit for the Mets. The tying run at the plate. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. They won't test it here. Bases loaded, no outs.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. Just kept it simple. Played Pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there was just no one there to knock it down. Now that sets up a huge at bat in this ball game.
And now Tyrone Taylor. That one inside. Ball 1. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle.
On the ground, could be 2. Over to Albies, and a run scores on the double play.
He's so good at coming across the bag and snagging it with the bare hand to throw. I like the flair that he brings day in and day out.
And here is Francisco Alvarez. 1 for 2. This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high leverage situation.
Yeah, Boog, not sure what the numbers say, but clearly an at bat that could change the course of this game dramatically.
2 outs and 1 in scoring position. And a swing and a miss there.
Gosh, a little late on that breaking ball. I don't think he recognized it out of the hand. Just a little tardy. Gonna have to regroup here.
And that one upstairs, ball 1. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. So it's 1 run, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Braves 4 and the Mets 2.
Now pitching for
The Mets with a new arm on the mound, Ryan Stanek.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Here is Austin Riley. He's already homered in this game.
Austin Riley.
That one clips the corner. Next offering is down low. And that one upstairs.
You get to this part of the order. Yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you, if he will.
That one finds the zone, and it's 2-2. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3.
Just a great slider right there. And I think the key for pitchers and what hitters don't want to see is if a pitcher misses with that pitch, that he misses off the edge of the strike zone rather than in the middle of the strike zone. And right there, excellent execution, and it finished up in a perfect spot.
And first offering is fouled off. Base is empty, one away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Now 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And a swing and a miss.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
2 strikes.
Swing and a miss at 100. No chance.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
Ozuna in the box now. No balls and a strike.
0-1.
All right, now he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Struck him out swinging, and he strikes out the side in the 7th. Down in order go the Braves as they can't add to their 4-2 lead.
Now pitching.
Here comes a new arm for the Braves, Aaron Bummer.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Acuna up for the 3rd time here. Watches that one miss. And another ball.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
Bummer deals. That misses the zone, and now 3-0. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it can be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at bat turns out.
Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here.
That's a ball.
And he
Take
walked
your
him.
base.
And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
It's tough after falling behind a hitter, 2 balls and no strikes, but now at least he gets a fresh start against a new batter, but he needs to get back into the strike zone and start pitching with conviction. Maybe losing command a little bit after the walk. Next pitch, not even close.
With the tying run at the plate, and we're in the top of the 8th. Here goes the runner. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second, and great jump. Tying run at the plate. Ground ball up the middle. Throw on to Olsen. First out in the top of the 8th.
Well, I'm impressed with this guy's internal clock. He knew he had plenty of time to take that extra step, secure his grip on the baseball, and make a strong, accurate throw.
Big situation, and here comes the big bat of Juan Soto. 1 for 3. Inside, just missed.
Don't be surprised to ball on the ground to the corners that they come home with the baseball instead of going to first base.
Runner on at third, 1 gone. The next offering misses, and the count now 2-0.
Ball 3.
I almost feel like he's frustrated a little bit. He wants to be challenged.
Mark Vientos in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Next pitch in for a strike, 3-1. Acuna stands at third with 1 gone in the inning. Left field. Profar has a beat on it. Drops into the glove. Runner tags for home. The throw is offline, and he's in to score. And they trail by 1.
Well, he's always capable of losing one over the fence. He might have just missed it right there, but a good job to drive in that run from third.
Mark Vientos up now for the Mets. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Next is the cleanup hitter for the Mets, Pete Alonso. On the ground to the left. Down the line, and it's foul. With a single base runner, because of all the power, they are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead. Lefty continues to work, but the closer getting loose in the bullpen. Sliced hard, but foul. Two outs. Got him looking. That was pretty nasty.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Ozzie Albies up to the plate, known for his late inning heroics. Stanek back to work.
Ball.
Outside low, and it's 1-0. Action in the pen down there. Jose Buto up and loosening in the pen. Minter warming up as well. Strike one.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
And now it's even up. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
And first offering is fouled off. And ball one. Swing and a miss. 99. How do you do?
1-2.
Bringing the cheese on that one.
The 1-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
Ball.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
Fights it off. He'll see another. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Foul tip, but he hangs on for strike 3.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Kelnick, the next to hit, takes ball 1. On the ground, right side, and that chance handled. On to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for the Braves. Braves go down quickly here, but they hold on to a 4-3 lead. Raisel Iglesias comes out trying to close it out.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
And stepping in for New York, Brandon Nimmo. There's the strike. Right through there for a strike.
Quickly down 0-2 in the count. I think you got to choke up a little bit, spread out the feet. You don't know what the velocity or the location of this next pitch is going to be.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Backed off the plate that time.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
And now 2-2.
That's a really good take.
That one missed. Starling Marte in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. He fouls it off. We'll do it again. Got him looking. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Well, that right there is what you want to see out of your closer. Come in and close the door, cancel any hope that that opponent has in making some type of comeback in the ball game. Tell you what, that helps him settle in, and that helps everybody else relax a little bit to get these other 2 outs.
Marte up to bat next, lays off for a ball.
1 ball, no strike.
Swing and a foul out of play. Gets him to chase after that one.
1 ball.
Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the ninth. That misses the zone. 2-2. One down, base is empty. Good eye right there.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
Got him looking for the strikeout. And they're down to their last out.
Well, it's kind of tough right here. Closer comes in and he strikes out the first two hitters. It's hard not to feel defeated and that this is going to go quickly. But you got to go up there, maybe try to find a way to choke up on the bat, spread out, put the ball in play, and maybe you can extend this inning.
So it's their last chance in this one. Here's the center fielder, Tyrone Taylor. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. That pitch in for a strike. It's 0-1. They're down to their final strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The Mets down to their final strike. Line drive, base hit. So the tying run reaches with 2 away.
That's tremendous fight from him,
Now
and
batting,
I know it's got the
catcher,
dugout
Francisco
fired up down
Alvarez.
there, down to the last strike, and he comes up with a hit to keep the game alive. It ain't over yet.
Runner at first with 2 away. Francisco Alvarez will hit next. Iglesias keeping an eye on him.
Well, at least you got the pitcher thinking a little bit. You don't want to run yourself out of the ball game. You get thrown out or picked off, it's over.
Runner on the go. Throw, save! And the tying run is now in scoring position. That was close, but StatCast shows us why he so often seems to be on the safe side of these steal attempts, Chris.
Yeah, you see that plus speed, and he needed every last bit of it to swipe that bag. Such a threat on the bases.
So the tying run at second, and a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
0-2.
Just misses there.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
Swing and a miss struck him out, and that is the ball game.
Well, it looked like the pitcher was getting into a little trouble there, but quickly brought out a pitch that isn't what most hitters are looking for with that great velocity, but it was really good movement on the changeup and a nice win today.
4-3 our final score. They hang on to win it by a run. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.